Hi guys, this week my wife and I we celebrate 21 years of being together, of celebrating love, celebrating the challenges that we've been through to hold this love together, 21 years of dating each other, and I just want to share some of the lessons that I've learned from my own unique perspective, and hopefully some of these things resonate with you guys and girls out there who are going through your own challenges, who are trying to seek someone or who's trying to hold things together. Because it's not all rainbows and butterflies. There is a lot of trials and tribulation that makes a relationship work. So let's get right into it. The first thing that I would say that has made our relationship so strong between Casey and I is we never keep score. We never keep score. We never keep score of things that we do for each other. We never keep score of the housework that we do together. We never keep score of the who pays for the dates. We never keep score. We just do things for each other because we love each other. And an example of that would be like if the sink is filled with dishes, yeah, she's generally the one that does the dishes around the household. But if I'm free, I'm gonna help. And I don't go and remind her and keep tabs of things that I've done. I remember during our early years of dating, before we got married. So we got married about 8.5 years into dating. For those 8.5 years, I was the one that was the main sort of, I guess you can call it breadwinner at that point, because I was working. She was working too, but had different sort of financial arrangements with her parents. And most of the dates I paid for. When we traveled, I paid for the fuel. So we never keep score. And that's something that we've kept throughout our whole relationship. We just do things for each other because the other person needs the help, or the household needs it. We work as a unit. So that's the first thing that I like to share. We never keep score. The second thing that I've sort of conjured up in my head from a long time ago is no complacency. And that's, from me, it's a deeply ingrained value that I put into the relationship of no complacency. My thought process behind this is when you date, right, when you first start dating, there's all that spark, there's all that magic. You put in your best effort, you smell great, you look great, you shave, you do your hair, and you dress up really nice. And you see that time and time again. Guys do it all the time. But then you see as the relationship grows and people will become more comfortable with each other, the complacency virus sort of kicks in, where people sort of just kick back. They relax. They don't put in as much effort. They don't start booking things in. They start not taking care of themselves. And that's for both partners, male and female. So when I say no complacency is we still go on dates. I still book it in the calendar. We still dress up for each other. I still try and dress the best that I can for my partner. And I want to ensure that we can still trigger some of those sparks that we had when we were younger. Because yeah, look, life gets in the way, but effort, determined effort, putting in an effort of trying to be excellent for your partner, that type of stuff, people notice. So that's rule number 2 for myself. No complacency. Okay. Third rule, and we started it from the get-go when we first started dating, was open communication. One of the first things I said to Casey when we first started dating was, I'm going to be very honest with you. I love to, there's a lot of beautiful women out there, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to stare. I want to stare because they're hot. They're beautiful. That's just a biological thing. All guys do it. Not a lot. Some guys won't admit it, but I told her from the get-go when we first started dating, I said, look, I promise, I ain't going to touch, I ain't going to do anything stupid, but I am going to stare, and I'm going to comment, and I'm going to let you know about it. And she started to giggle. But I was genuine from the get-go. I was open. about my thoughts. I was open about the things that I can and can't do. And so was she. She told me, she comes from a very strict household when we first started dating. And one of the rules that were set from the get-go by her mum was you can only see each other once a week, maximum. That's it. So yeah, she was open about it. And she said it from the get-go. She didn't spring it on me. So we had open communication about so many things now. And that started from day one, being genuine and being open about our communication and what we need from the relationship. And of course, the relationship grows and evolves. Thank God I don't see her once a week anymore. Now she's my wife. We live in the same household. Winning. So I do love that part. Number four, always book something in. Always have something to look forward to. So there's 52 weeks in a year. Out of those 52 weeks, when we were younger, I could only see her 52 times. The most I could see her in 1 year before we got married. So, for a good 8 years, that was it. That was it. That was all we could do. So because of that one day, I'm always excited to see her. I've always had something booked in. I always had something planned. So when we got married and I got to see her a lot more, that never changed. So now as a couple, we look at our calendar and we book in short trips. It's booked in the calendar. If it's not booked in, it's not happening. That's sort of like our philosophy in this household. And then we think about our holidays and we want to go with the kids, or when we didn't have kids, where do you want to go that year as a couple? So it's booked in. It's something to look forward to. It's something to build towards. It's something to be excited about. I think it's just something that is just fantastic to have. So plan it, book it, and you've got something to look forward to. I think the looking forward to it part is sometimes more fun than the actual trip itself. I think it's just that sort of like that rush of knowing that it's coming. So we also have something planned and booked in, and that sort of keeps the spice and the fun in our relationship. 21 years. You gotta put in the effort, and booking things in requires effort. The fifth thing is kindness. Kindness. She's the kindest person that I know, and I like to hope that she thinks that I'm one of the kindest people that she knows. And why did I say kindness? Kindness is how you treat other people all the time. So for us, I'm not trying to toot my horn or anything like that, but I like to treat everyone on an equal playing field. Whether you're a millionaire or you're a business owner or you're a waiter or a waitress, I go in with the approach of talking to that person in the same mannerism, giving them the same level of respect, asking them about their day, how they're doing. And when we were dating, that's what I always did. When we were always at a restaurant, I'm always asking the waiter how their day is. I'm asking them about themselves, where their accent is from, how long they're going to be in Australia for, how long is their visa for. And she does the same in terms of her workplace. She's asking people how they are, what they're up to on the weekend. And you treat people with respect and kindness and care, and you exhibit compassion. So those are the first 5 things I want to talk about for episode number 1. But, just to recap, we never keep score. There's no complacency, open communication, always have something planned and booked in, and kindness, genuine intention of having kindness towards another person. Because 21 lessons, I'll do it over 4 days. So this is part 1 of a 4-part chat. And this also allows me to put in reps, I'll be honest with you, because that way the videos aren't too long and you guys can hopefully ask a few more questions in the next 24 hours if that helps. But those are the first 5 things. So appreciate it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the next 5 things tomorrow. All right? Until next time. 21 lessons, First 5 lessons are already done for today. Cheers. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.